Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being with us. I'm Joy Lim Nacron here with Gurveer Dinza.
Hello.
So this is a segment called In Case You Missed It, where we kind of catch people up on some stories that they may have missed. And we tend to do a little more fun stories. And I guess lighter, more lighthearted and positive stories.
Right. Because you know what? Here's the deal. We want to make sure that you know what's going on in the world, right?
Yes.
We want to make sure that you know what's happening in your community, you're caught up on your traffic and all the headlines of the day. But gosh, sometimes you're just tired of all the bad news, right?
I hear it a lot. I hear, oh, that's why I don't watch the news.
Right, exactly. So, Joy, one of my favorite things to do at the station is to go out and shoot the Atlanta News First Surprise Squad. So some of you at home may know this, some of you may not. So if you don't, let me catch you up on what it is.
Okay.
So we've got these amazing corporate sponsors in United Community and Beaver Toyota. So they help us, and people nominate people, and nominations come in, and someone will say, "Oh, so and so's done great things in their community. You should surprise them." And we go out and we do something special for them, and they don't know that we're coming. So this last week, last Friday, we aired a story, and we went to Ackworth. Here's the deal. If you guys know police officers or first responders, you know for a fact that they are underpaid. They don't get enough recognition, enough pats on the back, and a lot of times when they make news, it's for bad news. Well, in this particular case, we call it a twofer. Imagine that day in and day out, you're out patrolling or, kind of doing your job, and it's pretty routine. Imagine in one day, 2 incidents happen, which highlight just how important our first responders really are. And that's what this is about. So check it out. This is 2 Ackworth police officers that we surprised. Officer Tamara Sievertson walked into what she thought was a training class. I'm Gurveer Dinza with the Atlanta News First Surprise Squad. She wasn't alone. Both Officer Sievertson and Anthony Trapani had their vow to serve and protect put to the test last month.
Would you breathe for me, okay? This is gonna suction.
Sievertson saving an elderly woman in a nursing home from choking.
She was unresponsive. They said she was turning blue. They had tried the Heimlich maneuver, but it was not working. So I knew at that point that I had to do something different.
Officer Sievertson pulled out a life vac device.
Push down, pull up.
She had bought it on her own and happened to have it in her car.
I purchased 3 of them, realized that maybe I didn't need all 3 at the house. So I left 2 at the house and I put 1 in my patrol car thinking maybe a child might get choked, I might need it. Never actually thinking that I would actually have to use it, but thank goodness I had it.
That's a good man.
That same day, Officer Trapani was on patrol with his new canine partner, Roebuck.
Oust! Goose!
Roebuck on the job for just 3 months. When they made a traffic stop, the man ran. Roebuck chased him down for a mile, finally catching him under a car.
He had active warrants out of Polk County, 3 counts of trafficking methamphetamine. He's been running for 4 to 5 years now. So luckily he met Roebuck that day.
Both officers say they were just doing their jobs, but the Atlanta News First Surprise Squad thinks they deserve to be recognized.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Wow, this is incredible. Thank you so much. This is incredible. Yeah, it's a $500 gift card, a Visa gift card. Holy cow. Oh wow.
We'd like to recognize people that go above and beyond, and so we want to honor you and say thank you for what you've done by presenting you as well with a gift card for, I believe, $500.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Holy cow. Oh, Mama's going out to dinner.
And $1,500 to help Ackworth Police purchase life vac devices for every officer on the force. A thank you, too, to Officer Trapani and Roebuck for a job well done.
Hey! Go Braves! That's awesome. Thank you very much.
You are so welcome.
You got a PetSmart gift card.
Kongs. He loves Kongs.
Loves Kongs?
This proceeds is going to go to Special Olympics. It weighs heavy on my heart. Of course, with Corporal Mistretta and Canine Roebuck and I, we do the Special Olympics fundraiser every year. So these proceeds are just going to go to it.
Both officers reminding us all, heroes don't always wear capes.
So
So we got into this line of work for a reason.
For the Atlanta News First Surprise Squad,
I truly appreciate it. I'm sure many Special Olympic athletes will appreciate it as well.
we're happy to do it. I'm Gurveer Dinza.
And they look so happy and appreciative. Thank you so much to Gurveer Dinza for that. Okay, let's talk a little bit about some book controversy happening in Bartow. I'm going to show you some video over what we're talking about here. So there's a lot of pressure right now on Bartow County school leaders to remove what some people are calling pornographic books from school libraries. You know, parents and community members brought their concerns to a school board meeting that happened just last night. Atlanta News First, Madeline Montgomery was at Bartow County Schools headquarters in Cartersville, and people are really upset about some books that many of us actually grew up reading in class. Let's listen to her report.
There are going to be 50 people that don't care what they do, that have no morals, because these books
are allowing the smut to go inside of schools.
Passionate pleas for these books to come off Bartow County school shelves and reading lists.
I want to make sure that the kids in our school system are protected, that the kids don't get subjected to material that's sexually explicit.
Dr. David McCaleb lives in Bartow County and doesn't have children in the school system, but he's made it his mission to get books he's deemed inappropriate removed.
They have removed dozens of them, and thank the Lord, we came up with about 56 books so far, and that's all I could find right away.
But Dr. McCaleb, along with parents and other community members, want more done.
Some say, oh, they're trying to ban books, this, that. No. You can go to Amazon and buy these books. I'm just complaining about the school system furnishing these books.
Not all parents who spoke during public comment were on their side.
I would like to speak tonight and support the board on continuing to do a thorough examination and process and not act in a knee-jerk fashion.
School board members responded to the influx of public comment about book removal despite it not being on tonight's agenda.
I'm totally opposed to sexually explicit books being in libraries. I want them out. I cannot walk into that library as a board member and remove one.
We have a policy in place. Any parent that has any objections can apply for those books to be removed.
All right, and thanks so much to Madeline Montgomery for that report. Okay, let's turn to another story about some changes happening, to basically the penal system. And here's the statistic. So nearly twice every single day, Atlanta police actually arrest someone for weapons-related charges. Many of those do involve guns. And then the alleged offenders go on to face years behind bars. That's typically what happens. Well, Atlanta News First investigative reporter Andy Parati discovered one courtroom in Fulton County that is really trying to change that outcome.
Over the past few months, we've profiled victims of gun violence in our Cost of Shooting series, revealing the financial and mental toll it takes on our communities. Tonight, meet a young man who never pulled the trigger but nearly went to prison when he went somewhere he wasn't supposed to be with a gun in his hand.
All right, go ahead, let's do it. All right, let's get it, man. Let's get it.
It's game night for Christian Brown and his parents.
It's not a card. It's my go. Skip you.
It's family time. We eat, we laugh.
A tradition to keep the family together that almost fell apart after the 22-year-old made a decision one night, nearly gambling his life away.
I remember everything. I remember exactly what happened.
In December 2018, Christian broke into this Metro Atlanta house with a gun and found the homeowner inside.
I used the bottom of the gun to whack him in the head, man. Talking about this, it kind of it makes me uncomfortable. I regret everything that I did.
Police arrested Christian, charging him with robbery, assault, and possession of a firearm while committing a felony. He spent more than a year inside the Fulton County Jail, facing 10 years in prison, all for about $100.
Barely 130.
Wow.
I swear, barely 130.
It's crazy to think you almost went to prison for
yeah, it's $130, right?
Wow.
It's crazy, man. Every time I look back at that, I'm like, bro, that was not worth it.
Yeah.
At all.
I cried. I didn't believe it.
Misty Parks is Christian's mom.
It's looking bad. It's not looking good at all on his side of it.
While Christian didn't fire the gun, his arrest is part of a growing epidemic of gun violence impacting Georgia. According to the Atlanta Police Department, officers arrested at least 4,400 people for weapons-related charges since 2018, many of them involving a firearm. That's nearly 2 arrests a day.
So the ripple effect is tremendous. It impacts generations of family.
All rise. Atlanta Judicial Circuit is now in session.
Fulton County Superior Court Judge Rochelle Carnicel says the majority of violent crimes before her court involve guns. That includes Christian's case.
He doesn't look like someone who would do very well incarcerated. When I notice something like that, I immediately worry of what's going to happen if they fail.
But Judge Carnicel took a chance on Christian, allowing him to take part in a program to avoid prison if he successfully completed high school, drug screenings, book reports, and hundreds of hours of community service.
Get it, Bronco.
It wasn't easy.
I was terrified. They was like, bro, don't get on this lady bad side. She gonna throw you the book. She gonna send you down that road, man.
2 years later, Christian graduated.
It's good to see you.
Giving him a second chance.
I guess it's my time, you know.
A moment most people facing similar charges never receive.
I want to say thank you, Judge Carnicel. Without this opportunity, I probably would not be here right now. Also, I want to thank my family for being there with me throughout the whole ride. I know it's been hard. I just want to say thank y'all very much. I love y'all.
You did that. Mama's so proud of you.
I was down. This right here brought me up. This is a blank card. You can get whatever you want from that card.
A young man.
Look at God.
Determined.
Look how he works. Thank God.
To beat the odds.
It keeps the family together, man. Especially together.
Since Christian was a first-time offender, his case is sealed. It's like his arrest never happened. The program, which is called My Journey Matters, has given about 1,000 people a second chance since it started in 2011. Andy Parati, Atlanta News First, investigates.
Thanks so much to Andy Parati for that report. If you want to get our latest news updates and weather sent right to your phone, please download our free